Sam Elliott sits on his porch, a soft wind brushing past his weathered face. The sun is low in the sky, casting long shadows across the open land. He is not a man of many words, and over the years he has stayed quiet, even when others talked. But at 80, something has shifted. With a calm voice and steady eyes he begins to speak. Not for drama, not for headlines, but because it is time. He remembers faces, scenes, and feelings that stayed with him. Some not so fondly. For more than 50 years, Sam Elliott has been part of Hollywood. People know him for his deep voice, his cowboy hat, and his calm, strong presence. He never chased fame. He picked roles that felt real, men of few words, living tough lives. From old westerns to modern dramas, he always stood out, not because he tried to, but because he stayed true to himself. While many actors changed with the times, Sam stayed the same. Quiet. Respectful. But now, after all these years, he is ready to share what he really felt behind the scenes. There was a time when Sam Elliott and Jeff Bridges were more than just co-stars. They were friends. They worked together on films where long days turned into shared memories. Sam admired Jeff's laid-back style and honest charm. But something changed after Jeff won his Oscar. He was not the same guy, Sam once said quietly. On set, the warmth felt distant. Conversations turned short. It was not anger, more like disappointment. We came from the same cloth once, Sam reflected. But not everyone stays stitched the same. He did not hate Jeff, but working with him after that never felt as natural again. Something between them had quietly faded. Sam never said his name out loud, but those who knew the story could guess. Years ago they shared the screen. Nicolas Cage came in loud, full of energy, always pushing scenes to the edge. For Sam it was too much. He acted like every moment was the biggest moment of his life, Sam once said with a slow shake of the head. Sam believed in quiet power, in letting silence speak. On set, their styles clashed. While others admired Cage's boldness, Sam felt it pulled the heart out of the story. Not every role needs fireworks, he said later. For him, working together just did not feel right. When Sam Elliott joined the cast of The Ranch, he did not know much about Ashton Kutcher. To him, Ashton was a guy from television and funny movies. But Sam gave him a fair chance. He was polite, smart, and always on time, Sam admitted. Still, something felt off. He was more of a brand than an actor, Sam said later. On set, Ashton talked about business deals and social media more than the story they were telling. Sam did not mind the hustle, but he missed the focus. Acting is not about followers, he said. Their time together was smooth, but not meaningful. Sam walked away feeling like they were working in two different worlds. Kevin Costner and Sam Elliott never shared much screen time, but their names were often linked. Two faces of the modern Western. When Yellowstone became popular, many called it the best cowboy show since the old days. But Sam did not agree. That is not the West I knew, he once said firmly. To him the show looked too polished, too perfect. Clean clothes, clean boots, and ranchers who looked like movie stars. Sam believed the Real West was dirty, rough, and full of quiet struggle. You do not act like a cowboy, he said once. You live like one. He did not dislike Kevin personally, but he could not connect with his version of the West. When Sam watched The Power of the Dog, something did not sit right with him. Benedict Cumberbatch played a rough cowboy, but to Sam, it felt like a costume, not a character. He is a fine actor, Sam admitted, just not a cowboy. It was not about talent, it was about truth. Sam grew up around real ranchers, real dirt, real silence. Watching Benedict, he felt none of that. You cannot fake the West, he said later. Sam did not dislike him, but he felt the role needed someone who had lived that life, not studied it from far away. Jane Campion directed The Power of the Dog, a film that stirred many feelings for Sam. He respected her as a filmmaker but felt she did not fully understand the West spirit. She told a story from the outside looking in, Sam said softly. Some fans did not like when he shared this opinion, but he stood by it. For him, the West is not just a place, it is a way of life. Sam believed only those who live it can truly capture its heart. It was not about disrespect, just honesty. Sam Elliott never wanted to hurt anyone with his words. He simply values truth and honesty above all else. I do not hate anyone, he said quietly. Sometimes people just do not fit together like puzzle pieces. Over the years, he has stayed true to himself, even when it meant standing alone. For Sam, it is not about fame or applause. It is about respect for the craft and the stories he tells. At 80, he looks back with no regrets, only lessons learned and a hope that others will do the same. As the sun sets behind the hills, Sam Elliott rises and walks toward his horse. His voice fades, but his words stay with us. A reminder that honesty matters, even when it is hard. At 80, he is not chasing fame or applause. He is telling the truth, plain and simple. And sometimes that is the bravest thing a man can do.